Well, thanks for joining us tonight for tonight's contest here at Rochester Youth League Baseball here at Patterson Field, named after Nick Patterson, fallen soldier from Rochester High School. Coming into the game a little late, had some computer issues, couldn't get in a couple of things working. I think we've got that settled now. That was number 12, Gavin, up for the Fulton Cubs right there. They've got a couple of runs across the board. I'm not sure how many. We'll have to wait until we get the scoreboard going there. So this should be Ryder up. Strike one here. Again, in the top of the first inning, game just underway. 0-1 the count. Ball pitch there. The runner steals. There's a shot. Oh, you see him dive just off camera. Ball goes foul. Strike two. One and two the count here. Again, I'm not sure how many outs. There's a shot in between first and second. Right field has it. Runner coming around. We'll go ahead and give Fulton one run. I know they have others. I'll get that score updated. It's going to be a foul. Strike one. That's going to be a 1-1 count here. Shot over to short. The throw to second. Overthrows. Goes out into right field. Right fielder gets it. Both runners are advancing. We'll see where they stop. Throw comes all the way to home. Pitcher comes in to cover. Stops the run. It's number 11, Fabian, there with strike one. We strike number two. Ball one. Again, a little late in getting things rolling here. Lost our camera for a second, so not quite sure the score. We'll get that for you. He fouls that one off. Again, this is number 11, Fabian, for the Fulton Cubs. Landon on deck. That one comes right back at the camera. If we lose the camera, we lose the game, and we'll put a new one up. But taking some risk putting our cameras out here with the kids. Still 1-2 here. He's working the pitcher. There's a nice shot up the middle. Second base. Bounces off his shin. They get another run across, and that's three that I count. Plus a couple more on top of that. So. 0-1's the count. Ball inside. Ball gets away. Throw goes out into center field. Runner advances. Here's the throw over his head. Runner advances. Strike two. Foul ball. Ball high. Gonna fill up the count there. Guy gets the strikeout. Okay. So 2 outs thanks to Tim Yarber here. Thanks, Timmy. So we'll get 6 runs up on the board for Fulton with 2 outs now. It should be Nick. Number 5 takes strike 1. Let me clear the count from the last gentleman here. So I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to get my scorekeeping working. One and one's the count. Ball 2. Ball 3. Strike 2 there. Full count. And there's the strikeout to end the inning. So not before the Fulton Cubs get 6 across. We'll update the board here in just a moment as we go into the bottom of the first inning here and RTC gets their bats rolling. Okay, we're ready to start out the bottom of the first inning here with the Cubs at bat. Davis should be up here, number 9, I believe. I think we got a base coach needs to get in place first here. Strike one. Ball outside. 1-1 the count. Davis looks at one in the dirt. Believe that's 3-1. We do our best to get the count right here. Ball high. And he's aboard here for the Cubs. That should bring up Brady Morgan, I believe, number 2. Tough to see the numbers clearly. He takes a strike call. Runner stays on first. Got some other games going on right now. Caston Winnemac softball, Rochester North Miami TRC Conference softball happening right now. There's a nice shot by Brady over to second. The scoop throw gets the runner at from first. Nice play by Fulton Cubs there. So out number 1. This should bring up Reinhardt, number 11. In those games, it looks like 5th inning right now. Winnemac up 5-0 over Caston in softball. Ball outside. Brady goes. Throw to second. Overthrows, but able to get it. I believe that was a ball call, by the way. 1-0. Reinhardt's with a shot out to left over the head of the left fielder, and that's an outside the park home run. RTC up 2 runs now, or gains 2 runs on a nice home run by Reinhardt's. That should bring up Yarber. Base is cleared here. Strike 1. Ball inside. 1-1 the count. Foul ball. 1-2 now the count. Rochester, by the way, leading North Miami in softball in the top of the 5th inning. 1-2 the count here. It's going to be a ball. That's a ball inside. Going to even up the count here. Not even up, I mean fill out the count. And a walk right there. So, good eye by Yarber there. It's going to bring up Low or Lau. Now these are all according to lineups that were given to me. I apologize. I can't recognize the numbers perfectly. I'm going off the list given to me, so please take no offense if we misname somebody tonight or misidentify someone. To me, this looks like number 8, Schultz. I could be wrong. Throw to second. Count was 2-1 there. Whoops. There's a shot in the gap. We'll bring one runner across. Nice hit there. And again, usually there's a PA announcer here, but this looks like number 12, Vanderwall. So I missed Yarber in there somewhere, Reinhardt's. I apologize. Leans out for one, takes it foul. Ball inside. One and two the count here. RTC trying to climb back. Two and two on the count here. Wind's picking up a little bit. You can hear that in the mic. I'll drop that a little bit. 2-2, takes one up the middle over to second base. Bobbles it, can't get it over in time. All runners safe. I believe this is number 3, Simpson, up to bat. Strike one. That's going to be strike number 2 on Simpson. I see number 3 there, so I think we're back on track here. Oh and 2. Gets the strike call. Puts Simpson down. I believe out number 1. Let's bring up Scholl. No, excuse me, Johnson, number 6, I believe. Ball outside. 1-0 the count. There's a nice shot. Pitcher makes the play over to first. And that finishes out the inning at 3 outs. My apologies for the out count being off there. It's going to take us into the top of the second inning. I believe the score is 6-3 still. Okay, we go to ball one there. That's for Dominic. Up to bat for the Fulton Cubs. I thank Tim Yarber for giving me my updates. Got to check my scoring here. It's a nice shot across the middle there. Evens out the count 1-1. Yeah, it's going to be a ball. Your updates here at the end of 6, 7-0, Winnemac over Caston, and at the bottom of 5, 2-1, Rochester over North Miami. Ball there. I believe the count is 3-1. And that's going to be a walk for Dominic. Should bring us back up to the top for Jordan, number 1 for the Fulton Cubs. Nice shot up the middle, right to second base. There's the scoop. Scoop's in time to get the out. Had layup, number 10. And that's a ball. Runner goes. The throw, the missed tag is all we had there. I believe it was a ball. One and O's the count. That's going to be a strike. The runner kind of eyeballs the catcher there. Be high for a ball 2. 2-1 the count. Shot right back up to the pitcher. Throw over to first for out number 2. Advances the runner though. So should bring up Braden, number 3. For Fulton. They're talking about that call there. Should be 2 outs now. Dribbler up the middle. Back to the pitcher. No throw. Keeps the runner at third. Now this should be number 12, Gavin, up. We do have a doozy of a game over there on Channel 4 in Rochester. North Miami versus Rochester, top of the 6th. No outs. North Miami has a runner on. They're trailing 2-1. But here we have Gavin. They try to instigate a throw there. Doesn't happen. RTC stays poised. 1-0 the count here with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. There's a shot, going to end up foul, strike 1. Right back up the middle. It's going to get a run across for Fulton and advance the runners. So a mishandled ball there. So 7-3 is now the score. Runner goes again, no throw. This is Ryder up to bat. And I believe that was a ball. Ball. 1-0. Shot down the right field line. That is going to land foul. Evens up to count 1-1 here. I'm going to call that a strike after he spun around there. Couldn't quite contain the bat. We'll confirm that. 1-2 is the count with 2 outs here in the top of the second. That one's outside. Ball 2. Runner's enticing for a throw, but not happening. And that one right back up. Another run scores, but do they get the out? They do get the out. So that's going to end the inning. 7-3, the Fulton Cubs over RTC as we go into the bottom of the second inning. Okay, we're back, ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Number 9, Davis, I believe, up to bat there. It's going to be a strike. The first one may have been a strike. Let's look here. 1-1, no. Watches strike 2 sail by. As the Winamac casting game wraps up, Winamac winning 10-0 in 6. A swing and a miss there for the first out of the inning. I believe this will bring up Morgan, but I want to see the numbers here. No, this could be, again, that looks like it might be Davis, but I don't know. Strike 1. Excuse me. Ball 1. Should be ball 2 then, if I'm not mistaken. That was outside. I see he reaches. Thought it was a strike call. 3-0 the count. And coach has him swinging. And gets passed on balls. It's going to bring up number 2 Morgan. Again, I'm gleaning that off the back of the uniform here. There's no PA announcer. First one's a ball to Morgan as the runner advances. Nice legs there by Davis. Watches that one go outside. Ball 2. Ball 3 outside. Takes a swing at that one. Runner advances on the pass ball. 3-1 the count here with 1 out. Bottom of the second. RTC trailing 3-7. There's a nice shot up the second base. Easy throw over, but a run comes across for RTC. I believe that's going to bring up Reinhardt, number 11. Ball outside. That's a slug. It's going to be a stand-up double at least. Going to test the arm. Nope, he's going to be at 2. Nice job there. On a stand-up double. So let's see who this is bringing up. Cannot see the number. Don't even want to dare guess. We're going to get a strike call there, though. Excuse me, strike call. A little low. 1-1 now the count. Swings at a high one there. Does look like he sees Yarber, number 7. It's going to be a ball inside. 2-2 the count. Strike 3 call there. I had that as 2 outs, but I could be wrong. Must be wrong. Move back, top of the 3rd. We're ready to start the top of the third inning here.
Ball out.
And ball.
One out.
Ball high.
2-0.
With the Rochester game, things just got interesting. The tying run just made it to first base with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Might turn over to Channel 4 to watch that, or online at rtc4.com. And that's going to be a walk. So that was Braxton, by the way, now that I saw the number. Fabian, number 11, up now for the Fulton Cubs. Away from him. They still throw to second. That goes out to center. Now he throws to third. That goes over the third baseman's head. And because the ball went either into a dugout or out of play, runner automatically advances from last base. Score 1, Fulton Cubs. Struggling with his control here. Nice strike call there. Just a bit inside. Gets that one across. Nobody at first as the first baseman charged the ball. Gets a strike over the outside corner. It's inside. Zebras have some work to do, it looks like, over at Fansler Field. Rochester Lady Zebras trailing now 3-2 as they go into the bottom of the 7th inning here. Their last at bats. They've got to get one. That's a ball outside. Should be 2-1 here. This is number 4, Landon, by the way. 2-1. So a good game going on over there at Fansler. Steve Stricker with the call as he gets strike 2, and he thinks he's... No, you're still in here on the 2-2 count. But good game. Steve Stricker on the call over there at Fansler Field. I want to thank Tim Gerhardt for his call. The Winnemac casting game, as this count is now full here, 3-2 with no outs. Runner at first. That's going to walk. That's going to walk Landon. Should bring up number 5, Nick, according to my book. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. We'll see. He's supposed to be number 5. Nick coming in with runners at first and second. No outs here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And that is Nick. One and one. It's inside. That one gets away. Runners bounces back off the backstop. I believe that was a ball as well. Should be 3-1 then, with no outs. And that's going to walk the bases loaded. Struggling to throw strikes here. Should be Dominic, number 31, up now. Ball 2. Zebras down to their last out over at Fansler. Trailing 2-3 against North Miami. It's going to be ball 3 by my count. Bases loaded. Can't get that one across. Walks in a run. Fulton Cubs now up 9-4. Coach making some changes. We'll be back.
drink your slushy. Come, mommy wants to get food. Come here.
Okay, see we had a pitching change there. One and two still the count here. Bases loaded. Shot back to the pitcher. He throws home for the force out, misses the catch. One comes across for Fulton. Bases still loaded. That's Reinhardt's, by the way, I believe. And they're pitching now. And I believe that this is Adley up, number 10, if I'm not mistaken. He's got no strikes or a ball yet. Now he's got a strike. Runners tried to steal on the pass ball. Couldn't. Had runners ahead of them. I believe it's 2-1. We'll take a look. It is 2-1. No outs still here. Top of the third inning. Swing and a miss there. Three and two now, the count to Adelaide. Here's the pitch by Ryan Arts. It's going to be a ball. Advancing Fulton to 11-4 lead now. Should bring up Braden, number 3. Better get my glasses back on so I can read these numbers. There's a shot over to short. Short comes home. Not in time. Ball gets away. One scores. Second one comes in for the slide. Scores. So 2 more for Fulton. Runners advance to second and third. It's going to bring up Gavin, number 12. Still no outs by my count. Swing and a miss there on a nice pitch. Strike 2. Gonna be a ball. So a tough loss for the Lady Zebras over at Fansler Field as they fall to 5-1 in the TRC. Gavin looks at ball 2 there to even out the count 2-2. That one's inside, gets past. He goes for it, and he's out of there for out number 1. I believe that was ball 3, but I will still get out number 1 there. I believe it's a full count. We can amend that. Hey, want to give a shout out to all our umpires out here and coaches volunteering, spending all this time with our kids, doing great things. Does look like it's a full count. And here we go for the pitch. Runner now at third. Nice play, by the way, by the catcher. And that should do it for out number 2. So RTC hanging in there. Should be Ryder, number 2. We'll have to look. There's Ryder for strike number 1. Looks like the umpire's checking the inside lining of the mitt there. Owed 1 the count here. Catcher's doing a nice job of recovering. 1-1 now the count. 2 outs finally here in the third. Strike 2. It'll be ball 2. Two and two with 2 outs to Ryder. Gets the strikeout on the inside corner. And that's going to get the RTC out of a tough inning. We're going to go into the bottom of the third, see what they can do with the bats. Schultz looks at ball 1. One and one the count. RTC needs some runs here. It's going to be a ball outside. Two and two. Three and two the count. Foul ball. Gets the strikeout there for out number 1. Should bring up Vanderwall, number 12. Going to be ball 1. I think it's outside. Nope, that was a strike call. You see, I can't differentiate. Strike 2 on the foul ball there. So 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. RTC trailing the Fulton Cubs by 8. That's going to be a foul ball as well. Vanderwall doing his best to stay alive here. There's a shot over to second base. Nice catch there for out number 2. Let's bring up Simpson, number 3, I believe. It's going to be a ball. Two and 1. 2-0, I'm sorry. We have ball outside, I believe. We'll see here. He's good at giving us the signals. 2-1 the count. All right, that's fine. 2-1 makes it 2-2 now. Got the punch out there for out number 3. Fulton back up with their bats here at the top of the 4th, coming right up. Back here at the top of the fourth. Apologize, didn't see this young man's number. There we go. First pitch tells me everything I needed to know. That's number 13, Braxton, the left-hander. Takes strike one. That's a ball high. 1-1 the count here. Fulton Cubs up to bat here in the top of the fourth. That's a ball outside. Swing and a miss. Foul ball there.
2-2.
Oh, nice stab at it. Able to get across there. Nice job. Second base lunged at it. Couldn't quite wrangle it in. So they've got a runner on board here. Fulton Cubs do. They're up to bat. If that was Braxton, this should be Fabian. But we'll take a look. Should be number 11 for us. Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, has to duck that one. 1-1 the count. Wind's picking up a little bit. Gonna drop that field mic. And then we like to hear the noise, but not when it's windy. Great for those dog days of summer coming up later. Gives him the strike on the outside corner for a 1-2 count.
1-2.
Runner over there on first. Nice pitch for the punch out. Out number one. And if that was Fabian, this should be Landon, I believe. We'll check and see. Number 4 is the number we're looking for. And he takes a ball. That is. Getting good at this. It's going to be a ball outside. Thanks again to everybody at RTC makes this possible. From the front office to the back office and everybody in between, a heartfelt thanks for all you do. We love bringing this service to you. It's going to be ball 3 there. See the RTC sign just left of center out there. Beautiful additions to the field this year. Hopefully our sports director, Steve Stricker, can get out there and get some interviews with some of the people who made this happen. That one's not going to get across the plate. And that's going to bring up, should be Nick, number 5, with runners at first and second here with 1 out. But I'd like to just congratulate everybody, from the folks who gave the money, to the folks who gave the time, to the folks who made the ultimate sacrifice to bring this to you here. Nick Patterson Field here in Rochester, Indiana. It's going to be a ball. We'll get the full count here. We'll get the report on the count. You can't say full count. 2-1's the count. It's a nice strike over the middle. Evens the count at 2-2 here for
2-1.
ball 3. Should fill up the count now.
3-1.
3-1 according to his count. Got a full count now. Foul ball off the batter while he was in the box. He's okay. 3-2 again. Takes his base. That's going to load him up now. And I believe this is Dominic. We're looking 31's his number. If we can see it on the turnaround here. Looks like you gave him the strike call on the inside corner. That is 31, Dominic. Walked earlier in the game. Is that a balk? He's stopped. 0-1's the count. Here we go. Gets a strike call there. Nice pitch. Swing and a miss there for strike number 3. Out number 2. That should take us up to Jordan, number 1, I believe. With bases loaded here. Top of the 4th inning. I think we got the strike call on the outside corner there. 0-1 is the count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Lobs that one in, ball 1. There's a shot down the right line, out of play. Ball gets away from him a little bit. 2-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Cubs leading 13-4 over RTC. And that's going to even up the count here, trying not to walk in the run. And he does. Gives Fulton 14 to RTC's 4 now. Two outs. Adelaide, number 10, I believe, is who's coming up next. Again, apologize if I get a number wrong or a name wrong. Doing our best here at RTC to bring you this coverage. Ball's outside. And again, this is early season coverage, the earliest we've ever gotten out to, gone out, I should say. Ball high. To try and get the coverage. We're able to do that now because of our fixed cameras. Happy to have them in place. Happy to bring you this coverage, but pitcher's still adjusting. Batter's still adjusting. pop up there. That's going to go out of play. Should be strike number one, though, as the runners return. And I do get a clear look at that number. It should be number 10, Adelaide.
2-1.
2-1 the count. 2 outs. Gives him the strike call there. 2-2 now with 2 outs.
2-2. Ball high.
That's going to be a ball high. That's going to load the bases. Or, excuse me, load the count. Bases are already loaded.
Look out. Double.
Foul tip there. Still alive with a 3-2 count here with 2 outs.
Full count.
And another one run walks in. 15-4 now. Should be Braden up, I believe, number 3, with the bases loaded and 2 outs. There's a shot out to shallow center. He's under it, and a nice catch there for out number 3. So gets himself out of a jam. That'll take us to the bottom of the 4th. RTC needs to get those bats cracking here.
Yeah. Hey, is Grant sick still?
Yeah. He thought he was okay. He was like had no fever for like a 36 hours.
That doesn't. That hurts the team, not him.
right, looks like we're ready to get started here in the bottom of the fourth inning as RTC's trying to mount a comeback. Say that's number 8, and it's going to prove me wrong. If it is, that's Schultz. 0-2 here. Count remains 0-2. Happened to the good old days where the numbers were white or black. The shirts were light or dark. We got creative somewhere along the way, didn't we? 0-2 the count here. That's first out of the inning for RTC. That could have been 6 Johnson up. That would make this Shoal 5. And 1 the count here with 1 out. Nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Again, big shout out, big shout out to all the umpires, referees, everybody out there making the calls every night. It's going to be a ball outside. Really appreciate it. I know there's a shortage. I know that's our fault. Not necessarily my fault in particular, but the fans' fault. So hopefully rectify that and pay them some homage. Swings late there. It's going to be the second out. Again, I believe that was Shoal. And that is number 9. Thank you. I could hear the fans say that. That's going to be Davis back to the top of the order. So that went Johnson, Shoal, and now Davis. Davis looks at ball 1. Now, because of the 10-run rule, because of the time limits, I'm not sure where this game ends up. This may be the last out if RTC does not get some runs. Get more familiar this summer as we go along. That's going to be ball 3. Looking to put Davis on base. Gets a strike across there on the 3-0 count. Nice job. 3-1 now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. RTC trailing. Ball. It's going to put him on base here. This would be Morgan. A lot happening there. Morgan swings at a ball inside that I thought he was ducking from. So that's going to be strike 1. Runner advances on the ball that went to the left side of the bag and nearly got by. Morgan takes another one inside for a foul ball, trying to get something going here. Again, I cannot see the number. I believe that's Mr. Morgan. There's a 2. That should be Brady Morgan.
0-2.
A fielder's choice single in the first inning. Made some contact, and that's going to do it for the inning. We'll see if they're lining up. They may be shaking hands. At the time limit of the hour, it's an hour 46 at this point from 6 o'clock. We'll see what's decided here. And that is going to do it. Well, a nice game, well played by the Fulton Cubs. RTC had some pitching issues, but made it through those. You like to see the good sportsmanship here. Everybody shaking hands. Like to see the communities all coming together. You know that we like that here at RTC. But we've enjoyed it. Hopefully you have as well. We're going to be back tomorrow night. We've got some more live action happening, so be sure to tune in. All sorts of great things happening this summer here at RTC. Tonight's winner, the Fulton Cubs over RTC here for Rochester Youth League Major League Baseball. I'm Scott Sager. We'll see you next time.